relaxation. So I am making my coffee and we've been up for a little bit. Puzzle? Okay. Yeah, I can make you a puzzle. We went outside and we sat out on the front porch for a really, really long time. I took out anything that I could take outside for work, I took out with me and I got done. So now we've just come in and I'm gonna have breakfast. Like I said, I was making my coffee and I'm gonna make Pharaby's breakfast and then we're gonna go up and do some work. And also, I feel like my throat is scratchy today. I haven't said anything, so that's probably why. This is like my first spoken words. But also I want to wash Pharaby's toys. We started doing this yesterday, but we have to finish the rest of them. So I'm going to show you that process today. So that's going to be exciting. Look at me. I knew you. What about you? Let's look at you. What about you, baby?
Play.
Look at you and play. Okay. Well, how do you want to play? Let's see you. Let me move the this stuff. I didn't know we were gonna play. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Whoa! Superstar. Did you see you? That was cool. How you gonna bring it? Okay. Let me see. You like that one? It's little. That was in the bottom of the box. Okay, back up. Back up more. 1, 2, 3. Whoa! 2, 3. Wait. Whoa! Whoa! You just want to lay in the sun. Well, that'll work too. I sat down. I just barely got all of my stuff together because Pharaby found a spot in the sun and I was like, okay, that's fine. We'll sit down here. I have something weird going on with my foot. So I'm using these like toe separator things that I've had forever to try to. The reason I said I've had them forever is because they're trending now. But anyway, so I use them. I think dancers in general, I think people who just have done dance and things, like I think they know about these. So these have been around for a really long time, but basically I don't remember to use them a lot. But when I do remember, it's because my foot starts like going the wrong way. 4 or 5 days ago, I guess, my foot started flaring up. Basically, I am extremely flexible. And so I think, I've not been diagnosed with anything, but I think I might have a very mild case of one of the connective tissue disorders where it like kind of lets your stuff get out of place easy. Because I also dislocate my bicep easily, which is the weirdest, like the weirdest thing. But basically what happens is this part like protrudes out while these toes are going over. And by using these things, if I think about it, a few minutes, a few times a day, then my foot doesn't do that. And also I ordered some new insoles because basically this is a problem that's been a thing and I need to figure out what's causing it because it's to the point where I'm fine like doing stuff if I can like move around, you know, and get off of it pretty quick. But if it's a day where I have to stand in the shower to wash my hair, I literally have to put a hand towel on the floor so that I can stand on it to like, because my foot splays and like I don't have any control over it, it just hurts. And then also I have to put either fold it so that there's a little bump to like support, or I've also thought if I put a baby washcloth under there, like under the towel, then it makes a little, like a tiny little bump for my foot to kind of like, almost like perch on like a bird almost. What's happened, I think, I don't know. I've not been to a foot doctor, okay? So this is all me just observing. It's me, so I feel fine guessing, okay? I wouldn't guess for somebody else. But what feels like's happened is, I guess maybe I have fallen arches on one side really bad. And then also, probably from trying to overcompensate, my toes are like squeezing. And then so it's making that bone go. Anyway, so I'm gonna do these. This is not the first time this has happened. And I know how to remedy it, right? number one, if I would just do this regularly and wouldn't wait till it got so bad, it probably wouldn't get this bad. But I get busy and I forget to do stuff. My foot has just been hurting for days. And it's that dull pain where it's not so bad that like you can't like function, but it's just there when you stop doing everything. It's like, wow, my foot really hurts. But then also because it's that dull pain in the back of my mind, like, cause it is there, right? It's just not like super horrible, but it makes me almost have an attitude problem because I'm slightly hurt. It is slightly annoying. Now I'm gonna sit here and do that. And I haven't had this flavor in a while. I've had this flavor before, but not in a while. The Blueberry Muffin Pro Bar. And then I have my coffee over here. I don't know what y'all can see. Ooh, and I actually brought this to show you too. I'm so glad I looked over there and saw this. This is a magnesium spray lotion, but it smells really good. It's supposed to be like, it says acai, and I don't know that I get that from that. I'm gonna smell it and see. Yeah, I guess. It's almond milk and acai. It just smells really, really like comforting. But it has magnesium in it. And so it's supposed to be to help you sleep. I don't know that it does anything really. I'm usually a person when I'm ready to go to bed, like I pass out basically. I have to be at that point. So I don't know that it does anything, but I love it. I like the way that it's a spray. I've been just spraying it all over my whole body before I go to bed because I like to have a moisturizer anyway, and a spray makes it really convenient. These are silicone. You can't put that on your foot without putting some type of moisturizer or something. And I don't want to have to put lotion on my hands like a million times a day, especially if I'm gonna have to sit, you know what I mean? And like, I know I'm gonna get into something. So anyways, I already had made my notes and stuff. So I'm gonna do a little bit of work on my phone actually while I do this, but I wanted to show y'all this. I'll link it. Okay, see what I'm talking about? How that like goes out? It's actually gone down a lot. Kind of. Y'all know I like to do crafty stuff and little art stuff. This is not my idea. I have seen these, I'm trying to find which one I'll show you. I have seen these forever, okay? Like my parents had them in their high school yearbooks from where they had done them. Like, and my dad did a really cool one in the cover, like on the first 2 pages in the cover of my mom's yearbook. Anyway, and they're like just different shapes is what it is. So you just do like a shape and then you outline it like forever. This is another one I did. And basically the point is for you just to like space out. I want to show you this too, because for me, this is something that makes it like almost more special. I use a cute container. So this is actually just a tea light holder, but if I'm doing something that's a single paint color, then you wanna see? Yeah. If I'm doing something that's a single paint color, then here, you can be part of it. Or I need one of the same paint colors for a really long time. I like to put it in a cute container. And that way, like I don't have to keep using, my watercolor palette has 100 colors in it, which is great, but you know, it's kind of a bigger thing to have to dip from the pan and keep it that same consistency and stuff the whole time. You can use any size brush, okay? But the brush that I'm using is a 0. Also, the reason I wanted to mention this particular thing is because it takes 0 skill. You could do this with a pen. You could do this with obviously watercolor, a marker, a crayon, whatever. But the whole point is to go around and follow those lines so that it takes your mind off anything else. Because believe it or not, it is really hard. It's extremely hard to trace that close to a line and like keep consistency the whole time. So there's not much else that you can focus on. There's really not. I mean, and because you're just using, you know, the same color and the same thing over and over, there's no decisions to make after you just draw your first initial shape. You have 2 decisions. You have a decision of a shape and you have a decision of one single color. I mean, I guess you can say you can decide on your brush or your medium too, but like very, very, very minimum. You don't have a lot of things to decide on. So very good if you just need to like escape real life. Okay, let's show them, Pharaby. So we have all the toys gone because they're out there. If it'll focus. And then Scooby, yeah, well Scooby's left, you're right. Scooby is left. Everybody but Scooby is gone. Yep. Because we're getting them washed, right? We're gonna scrub her toys. What I do is I use vinegar, okay? So just plain vinegar, and I spray them. like not really a whole ton, but like just enough, okay? And then I take a wet washcloth and I scrub, you'll see, but then I scrub them with a wet washcloth. And then what I do, the washcloth is wet, okay? So like that's the whole thing, it's already water. And then I do that a few times. Then I put them in the dryer, put them on the cool air fluff only for 30 minutes. And then after that, we put them outside in the sun to get like aired off. Just make sure that, you know, there's no vinegar residue. I don't use any detergent or anything. I just use vinegar and then water, basically. And that's how I've always done her toys. I don't put them in the wash machine because squeakers and like there's so many little things that end up getting ruined and like don't ever work again because it got in the water. So it's worth it for me to do it this way. So it got windy and stuff fell from the tree, so we're gonna have to shake these off, but that's okay. I ended up putting sneakers on too. I like how the toe is kind of wide. I don't know. I don't feel like it looks goofy, but I still feel like it's like not pushing my feet. You know what I mean? They're not considered like a wide foot shoe or anything, but they just are kind of like, I don't feel like my foot is getting squished as much as in like my Adidas are kind of a little bit more narrow. So these are really, really comfy. Oh my goodness gracious. All the toys are clean, and look how clean this one is. I just made my salad, so I wanted to show y'all this. This is the lemon tahini crunch from Whole Foods, and it's a salad kit. But it has this stuff, they call it a falafel seasoning. So that little powder stuff, it is like falafel, okay? But it's a seasoning of it, and it is so, so good. And then I've already mixed everything in. I was trying to see if I can show you. Okay, it also has little chickpeas in there. And then it has a dressing that's creamy. I don't know if you can tell. Yeah, you can see it. It's like a creamy dressing, which is rare for vegan. If you're vegan, or if you're not vegan, you don't realize, but a creamy dressing that comes with a salad kit that's vegan is rare. So anyways, it's Whole Foods lemon tahini salad. And it's a kit and it's good. We actually did a live on Patreon today too. So if you are not part of our Patreon, go sign up for it because that was fun. I stayed on for maybe like 2 hours or so. And I had fun. I think everyone else had fun too. So yeah, we did that. We actually got, I'm gonna probably do a separate video to show y'all this because I actually filmed it, but we got I don't even know, I was gonna say a beautiful, wonderful, I don't even know what word. We got a great big wonderful gift box from a friend, and y'all, she got me a bunch of really good art supply stuff, but then she got Pharaby a toy, like a treat ball toy, and a couple of chews and some treats and stuff. And then she got really some art stuff, but not just the art stuff. She got me a beautiful art journal. I'll show you. I'll insert a few clips so you can see, but I'll probably do a whole entire video too and just show. I don't know if I'm too excited or not. I need to watch it back and see, because I mean, I was not expecting any of this. So the level of excitement that I have is, I don't know if that's sickening or not, basically. I need to go look, because I might just need to do another like show and tell. It just so happened too, like I've had a really good day. This has just been an extremely good day. I woke up, I decided that I was going to stretch and stuff this morning. My foot's been bothering me, and I started thinking, I know when I exercise, like stretch and like try to like make sure that I'm like not being lazy and like building like those little supporting muscles up, I feel like my body does better. So I took time to stretch this morning, and I walked really, really, like, what was it, 1.7 miles an hour, like slow snail pace on my walking pad, specifically just for 10 minutes, specifically to try to like stand up straight and align my posture, because I feel like I have really sloppy posture. I don't mean to, but I don't walk on a straight way long enough to like do anything, because everywhere we walk is like crooked and stuff. So basically I feel like that is helpful to walk on the treadmill and like intentionally, like it's not for That's not for fitness. That's for like intentional, like holding my body, you know, in a line. So I did that, and then I did a little bit of work, and then I was gonna post on Patreon, and I saw that you could do live, and I didn't know that you could do that. So I went live on Patreon, and that was fun. But I did that for a while, and then I came down and ate a little something, and then we went outside, and there was a gift box, and it was just like, it's been the best day. Thanks for hanging out with us today. I hope you have a really good week, and we'll see you soon.